Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Welcome back to Gran Turismo 7 Part 89. Let's go race number 2 in the World Touring Car 800 at Daytona International Speedway at Road Course. On the last video, after finishing in race number 1 of 15 at Fuji International Speedway as an encore by using the Subaru BRZ GT300 2021. But very good, and mostly precisely to do well to have 5 laps with having a pit stop will be included to have one stepping stone to stay on the main edge without any hard compound tires, so this will have to take a very good easy step of the opportunity to keep a good hold down the line and keep using with the intermediate tires by facing the wet surface. But after all, I just did a lot of good effort out there and stay focused on first place. For race number 2 of 15 to have a good excellent opportunity to have an American car to go for a Group 3 car, as I'm about to choose the Ford GT LM race car. Spec 2 is going to have a very good fine fully functional detailed view for the very first time ever since Gran Turismo 4 by a debut. Just as ever before, to have 10 laps for only a one good excellent recommendation to have 5 kinds of compound tires all at once. Just like GT Cup Group 3 Edition, and this one is actually to have a good limitation on the performance point by 800 or less. So I'll have to get set and have the Ford GT race car Spec 2 is now entered to be on the 20th position. This is going to be a best time and go for having an all down memory lane. New challenge awaits me, and this will have a good day to live for having a good time in Daytona to have a good excellent time of condition between either on early twilight to go over in the first lap. Hopefully it is. This one is going to be on daytime as well. So before that, just double check on the settings because I just got everything to be set and good to go by having a supercharger in high-end torque. So it's all applied and go by 789 horsepower. Okay, fully customizable in racing to go adding up. Tweak a little bit by 310. Update. Calculate performance is doing well. Then let's go race number 2 of 15. But I'm very sure of it because daytime in Daytona and nighttime in Daytona for the GT Cup Group 3 Edition for only a matter of good action moments. Okay, gonna have to make sure to be ready. Hard compound is double checked to keep a good exact endurance. Go by lean 4. I'll have to take the 19th position to get up and go in case of a lookout when it comes to have some lagging disturbance during the recording in session. One sector cleared to go by sector 2. Got a good eyes on Adam Wilk and Daniel Solis in the Alfa Romeo 4C Group 3 and 2018 Ford GT race car. Now this is going to be a very good OG GT4 racing moment, but it's in GT7 right now. I'll have to give a good potential to have a good Spec 2 race car, just like the test car version, to be labeled as the same Group 3 class. Okay, I'm on the 17. Pack up the pace and go all out throttle. Here comes the bus stop. Gonna do it precisely. Going up by the gap. Final sector and do my best run. Gonna have to brace myself. Gonna have to go maintain. Good eyes on Gallo, Cookbun, and Bishop by entered in lap number 2. On the inside to this interior view, this might have a good correction match just like the test car version counterparts. But very good, excellent to have for Liberty Digital to have the Spec 2 race car is now coming back for having a good long-awaited return. With the absence of Gran Turismo Sport to have the substitute to the test car, and here on out, the race car version is now actually to have a good place to welcome to the Group 3 class in the lineup. Only for the Manufacturers' Cup to be exclusively, of course, but the legend never gives up without this one is just yet to have some new challenges with some good opponents and some good ever new race cars. Got a good eyes on the Corvette. Looks like Matt McEwen is on the 12. I'll have to take it outside and keep a good speed up the pace. Fastest lap took by a minute, 48.423 seconds. All good. And go back diving in. Okay, it's only down to 68%. Well, looks like it take a lot of good amount of high torque supercharger that I just purchased from the tuning shop. Might be quite good to help me out. Okay, third lap coming up. Now go on the inside at turn 1. The same part of the exercise for Group 3 cars to have the shared event on the same track to have a good road course layout for only GT Cup and WTC 800 to be exclusive to have many times and many races to have some few other Gran Turismo players to go by expert. But all the practice just barely paid off. Few other opponents will be doing more likely to have a good line and just gonna have to keep up the good work while you can. And there goes, we're having a good procedure to have coming out onto turn 6 and through 7. Got a good eyes on Minasono and Yamanaka coming up onto position 7 and 8. Let's give the legend for having one long-awaited return. Okay, 6 more to go. Keep it up and keep a good torque on the halfway fuel in 50%. Now I'm at 49. Around the track it goes. 4th lap, proceed after the 3rd lap. Okay, go by International Horseshoe. Take turn 3. Okay, that's a minute, 48.142 seconds. That's going to be my new set of the fastest lap record, folks. Always have to keep racing clean and go stronger like a true Group 3 competitor. But looks like F. Portilla is in the lead. If I'd have guessed, the Dodge Viper SRT GT3R 2015. But I'm sure a bit that he's always meant to have a good choice to have an American Group 3 car on the track. So how am I doing so far? Doing okay, still in one piece, and fuel is at 34% to go. It's all about having a good precision on the scale. Okay, got good eyes on Portillo. He's at the end of the fourth. Now going to proceed in lap number 5. But in the meantime, just try to keep a good plenty amount of distance whenever you might need to pull the gas when you're entered on lap number 5. That's how my strategy is gonna have to take a good exact maintain the line and just gonna wait until the end of the 5th lap, or you might have to keep a good save when using the hard compound tires. But very good to have a bright day in Daytona. We're having a forecast of today is bright and sunny with a few clouds to be in the skies. Okay, that's good. Take the West Horseshoe, turn 5 clear. Watch out for the Aston Martin. Looks like Mendoza is on 2nd. Time for me to go defense and go all out and make my way. Come on, just gonna have to keep a good pace left and 17% on low fuel. It's about to get closer onto the halfway mark. The time condition is going to be on late afternoon. Okay, here comes the pit stop. Gonna have to go right in, have that formation, and cue we're having a hard compound tires. Only 4 left remaining and have my crew to get ready. Number 4 is a good placement to have the Ford GT LM race car Spec 2 is now added. But the lane number 19 is just yet to be here. Okay, that's good. Now, faster on the refuel. Looks like Mendoza is going on a head start. Come on, hurry up. That's 100% full fuel. Now, just going to sit back and wait for the pit exit to go in a few moments. Got good eyes on Mendoza in the Aston Martin V12 Vantage GT3. I'll have to be a gentle racer when he comes out. Okay, that's the ticket. Now, gonna have to make one good pushing on the grid. Alright, take that West Horseshoe. I'm on the 7th position. There we go. Push that torque puppy in. Coming out at turn number 6 through 7. So got a good eye on Miguel Hisal and Brady at Portilla, Vio Boris, and Igor Fraca. Only 5 drivers left standing and gap distant total by 30 seconds. Just to have 4 more laps to go until nighttime is going to be prior to the GT Cup Group 3 edition. But not to mention, because that is going to be going to be exactly to have the most finest racetrack for every Group 3 cars on Daytona. But there they are right now to have a pit stop to go earlier, as I'm about to go catch up and proceed as possible. Gonna work my way and get up in no time. Okay, let's slow down. Turn 1 on the left. Okay, there we go. Got a good easy step push, 12 seconds up ahead. It's only down to the last 3 drivers left standing. Only 3 more to go on the lap. Gonna make a count and go for having a high pace amount. Okay, let's kick it up in the high gear. Power 1, do your thing, and go for the inside. Here comes the one element of surprise and embrace on the brake. Okay, that's 68% left. Gonna have to save plenty of fuel amount to go lean 6 to get back in. Okay, back on second. 6.9 seconds remaining to get back on Portilla's position in number 1 spot. 2 more laps. I'm on the 8. Total time in progress in around by 13 minutes. Wow, looks like this is going to be so beautiful to have a sunset in Daytona. Luckily, by January 2024, Rolex 24 Hours of Daytona is going to be coming in on the clock. So I bet IMSA is about to be ready to have a good time to go for the new season. But I wonder how the fans are really excited about this year in 2024 24 Hours of Daytona. But I bet this is going to be a very good best of the best, excited like last time back from January in this year of 2023. But I mean, this is going to be a bit more different this time to see how IMSA fans are going to be more likely and get everything set for having a whole new season. So it's about to go for having an evening time. Just 2 more laps, and then the nighttime we'll be ready to start the fireworks. Going up on gear 6. Portilla is back at the pit. Now it's lap number 9. Okay, here comes the good launch. I still got 41% of fuel remaining, so I'll have to keep a good use until the final lap to be reached up on number 10. So look at this, you guys. This is where the early twilight is about to come to go nighttime at Daytona. Is going to be a very good best celebration to have a final lap will be entered to come on in. I hope the fans are cheering me on. This race is going to be a very good comeback for the Ford GT L&N Race Car Spec 2 from Gran Turismo 4. So gonna have to pack up the pace and go on defense by having a good 22 seconds on the minus. Okay, hold the line. When you're at the bus stop chicane, follow through. Down to 30%. This is it. Nighttime goes arrival. The duration is keep coming along nicely. I'm at 16 minutes, almost to be at 17 minutes as the final lap enters. Time to send in the fireworks. The celebration is just yet to be beginning on to the WTC 800. Alright, that's good. Keep up the good effort. Cleared by the International Horseshoe. Go by Dogleg in Sector 2 to go around by the West Horseshoe. %, fuel remaining. Alright, that's very good to be on the high effort. Gonna have to keep going. This has got to be perfectly to see for only a Ford GT race car will be doing the perfect podium finish in America. One more break. And go drop the hammer. Last sector, here I come, and go for only a main lean position in about 11% left. I'm gonna win, you guys. This race in number 2 of WTC 800 is gonna be a best moment to be saved by a highlight with a thumbnail image. Yes, first place on the podium. Thank you, good old friend Ford GT LM Race Car Spec 2. You are the best and good to be back. Now that's a good, legendary, iconic race car moment on GT7. Courtesy of your own favorite kind of race car, that is. But man, this is going to be a very good long time return to see some few other opponents that either to be using on the Spec 2 version race car and the same one as a test car counterpart. So on the result, they have a good total time in 18 minutes, 38.750 seconds for the fastest lap by 1 minute, 44.576 seconds. So proud to be American awesome, and clean race by a bonus in 231,000 GT credits. Thank you again for a clean race bonus, and precisely again by 26 million to get back on track. Well, after I just spent with some currency credits to go apply with some tuning work for every Group 3 car that needs to have a good amount of horsepower by around in 700. That's going to be your extra tip that you might need to go faster, challenge yourself, and compete yourself to be as a true competitive racer. Now onto the replay to have a good excellent view on the thumbnail image. So gonna have to wait for having a good front view in the footage. Wait for the next part. Capture thumbnail has been taken, and this is how it goes. Hopefully this is going to be a very good excellent exit to save a replay for having a daytime. And there you go. Just only one race, and check on the progress to go back on event directory. So you see, as other race event is just yet to be on participate for this part of the full walkthrough, because weekly challenges just yet to have a quick detour to go around. So gonna have to go back again and have the progress in 20%. So that's race number 2 complete. The next up, Autodrome Lago Maggiore in the full course layout by another 10-lap challenge. Perfectly. Very perfect, and this will have to do a perfect GT1 race car to go proceed in part 90 in the next video as I'm about to wrap this up. But good thing I just purchased the Aston Martin DBR9 GT1 race car 2010 is a very good excellent pick for myself. But in the meantime, just you guys might need to have a supercharger or a high turbocharged RPM in either Group 3 cars might be quite very good and capable by having a good limitation by around on over 760 performance points. But that's how the recommendation might need to go helpful tips and go faster to be in the first position when you're on the World Touring Car 800. So thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. Glad that you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Don't forget to check it out on any social media platforms like DeepNet Art, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more to see for my image artwork like UDRS liveries, Vision Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.